It's time once again to ask an attorney. We're joined this week with Daryl Minton, and we've got a couple different questions today. We're going to talk about some custody issues and a woman having a problem at the dentist. So we've got some good questions today. We'll start with our first question, and it comes in to us from a grandmother. She says that her daughter and son-in-law are going through a divorce, and both are seeking full custody of their children. Both want me to testify on their behalf, and as a grandmother, do I have any rights? I think she's asking as far as being able to see the children, how that plays out.
Grandparents' rights recently have been curtailed. There used to be more because we have a strong grandparents lobby, but in a Supreme Court case, a United States Supreme Court case called Granville versus Troxley versus Granville, the Supreme Court decreed that all parents are presumed to be fit parents, and as such their decisions regarding who has access to their children are presumed to be in the best interest of the children. The grandparents can overcome that, but it's a steep hill to climb. You have to prove as a grandparent that the parents are not fit parents, or that it will harm the child's well-being not to have access to the grandparents.
Okay.
That's different than proving it's in the best interest of the grandchild to see the grandparents. The grandparents have to actually prove it would be harmful to the child not to see the grandparents. So that's pretty steep, but just use common sense. If there's a family where the grandparents are being denied access to the grandchildren, there's some type of dysfunction going on there on the part of the grandparents or the parents. We don't know which, but that could be investigated. It could possibly serve as grounds to prove that they're not fit parents, or that it would harm the child.
Okay, our next question also dealing with a custody issue. If you have a child that isn't with you and you live in another state, how do you get rights to have that child for summer holidays if the other parent won't allow it? I guess these are just kind of working out visitation and
that's
what
going to
your
be hard.
rights are.
I hate to answer a question with 1,000 questions, but I have 1,000 questions.
Loaded.
Assuming that there is a divorce decree that sets forth the visitation rights, then generally you'll have to go back to the court that rendered that judgment to seek a remedy there, either through filing a new lawsuit or a motion to compel the other side to obey the order. But there are so many questions I have. Was there a divorce? Are they married? Were they ever married? Why are you in a different state? Under what authority is that person keeping the child from? You need to bring your divorce decree or whatever order you have to meet with your lawyer, and that goes for any case. If you have a contract dispute, bring your contract, because I can't help you unless I can read it.
Unless you have that. Our last question, dealing with a healthcare problem. A dentist assistant in Beaumont broke my tooth. Who do I sue? The dentist, the dental assistant, or do I go after the practice? This person wants to know. Where do you start with that?
Wow, that would have to be a very valuable tooth to justify a lawsuit. That's a healthcare liability claim, and under the 2003 Texas Tort Reform Act, those claims are prohibitively expensive to bring, except in the most extreme kinds of cases. You are going to lose that case if you don't have a lawyer, and currently I don't know of any lawyer that's taken those kinds of cases. And so what I'd recommend is that you try and have a discussion with your dentist regarding your injuries and his or her responsibilities, because that would be a really tough case.
All right. Well, and of course, we get your questions answered every Wednesday. You can submit a question to us by going onto our website, fox4beaumont.com, and click on Ask an Attorney.